What's up, people? Chris here to do some predictions for UFC 150. Just gonna do the top 3 bouts because the rest of the card, not to say it can't be a good event. Who knows? Look at UFC on Fox 4. No one thought that was going to be nearly as great as it was. But just the 3 I feel like breaking down. First off, you got Jake Shields, Ed Herman. I like that the UFC Countdown focused on these 3 fights as well, which I watched last night online. Tough call in a way, man. Shields is the better fighter, you would imagine. I mean, based on credentials, better fighter, and I guess he has a better ground game, jiu-jitsu game, although Herman's not too bad there himself. The thing is, if Jake can't get this to the ground, I think Ed's going to beat him up on the feet, really rough him up there. But I do think eventually Shields will get it down there, and I don't know if he's going to be able to submit Ed, but if he gets him there, he should be able to do enough to win a decision. So I'll go with Shields by decision, but don't be surprised if Ed Herman is able to drop him and possibly stop him. Co-main event of the night, fight I am looking forward to the most in this event. 2 of my favorite fighters currently in the sport, Donald the Cowboy Cerrone taking on Melvin the Young Assassin Guillard. Man, I'll say this. Neither of these guys, as we all know, former training partners, still friends. So you got to worry if they may have too much respect for each other to really go in there and bang it out like they have in the past. Plus, in each of their last fights, both Cowboy against Jeremy Stevens and Melvin against Fabricio Camoes, they kind of played a little less aggressively, kind of used more of a strategy than usual. Now, I hope them both get easy wins by decision, but it wasn't as exciting as their fights normally are. So I'm hoping they just return to their form that we all love from both guys and just go at it. If that's the case, I expect this to be the fight of the night. And I'll say this about Cowboy. This will be the 3rd fight in a row where he's fighting one of my current favorite fighters in the sport, Melvin Guillard, Jeremy Stevens, Nate Diaz, as well as Cowboy himself. So, once again, really looking forward to this one. But I got a favorite Cowboy. He's easy to get hit. He'll take shots. And Melvin Guillard's got huge power. But unless Melvin's able to knock him out with that, which Cowboy will be able to use his distance if he wants to with his kicks, Cowboy should be the better striker overall. And if he gets it to the ground, he should be able to submit Melvin. Melvin's got I don't want to say he's got just a punch of change. He's got more than that. But I think to win this fight, he's got to land a big punch and stop Cerrone. And not to say it can't happen, but I'm going to go with Cowboy by submission. Main event of the night, rematch between Ben Henderson and Frankie Edgar for the UFC lightweight championship of the world. Ben won a decision in the first fight. Frankie thought he deserved to get the win. I don't. Thought it was a close fight up until Ben hit him with that up kick. Dynamics of the fight changed after that. That said, this one's a hard call because if not for that kick, the fight probably would have been a lot closer. And the chances of that sort of a move happening again in this fight, I'd say 0%. There's no way you're going to get a kick like that again in this fight. I don't know if Ben has the power to hurt Frankie. Conversely, I don't know if Frankie's definitely got the power to hurt Ben, although he did, as we know, knock out Gray Maynard in their 3rd fight. I expect another close fight. I do think it'll go the distance again. But I got to go with Frankie. I always seem to pick against this guy, I believe, or I have more so than not. But he gets better rematches for one reason or another. He seems to do better in the 2nd or 3rd time around in fights. And like I said, he was doing well in the first fight until they got caught with that up kick. So I think he's going to be able to really throw more punches, be the more active fighter, go for more stuff. Ben Henderson may hit the bigger, more flashier moves, but I don't think he's going to do enough of them to win a decision. Although it will be close, and it could go either way in a fight that is probably going to be as close as I anticipate this one being. But I'm going with Frankie Edgar to win a split decision and regain his UFC lightweight title. All right, that's my thoughts on the card, or at least those fights. Hopefully we can keep the momentum from UFC on Fox 4 going into this one. What are your thoughts on the event? Are you anticipating? I know it's not really that stacked, but the top 2 fights I think are worth the money alone, or worth the viewing alone. Which fights you're looking forward to? Who you see winning those fights and why? Links to Science of Violence, what.com, Facebook, my Twitter, all the information are there as always. Till next time, probably be Saturday after the fights.